So one of the most anticipated, much awaited cars this year, the Mahindra XUV 700. We finally seen the car, and Mahindra has been kind enough to even tell us prices of some variants of the vehicle. Joining us to talk more about the vehicle and a lot more, and this brilliant place where we're in right now, is Mr. Vijay Lakra. He is the CEO of Automotive Division at M&M Limited. Thank you so much for talking to us, Mr.
Thank
Lakra.
you so much for having me on your show.
Let's begin with the car. We'll speak about the facility in some time. Of course, a lot of work has gone into making this car. 3 to 4 years is what we've heard. How did you begin on a concept like this? You had the 500, and then how did you progress onto a vehicle like this?
Interesting way of starting the conversation, because when we created the 500, we started from a clean slate on a drawing board. When we started the 700, we knew that what we had to create had to be something that would surpass what we had created. And I'm sure you will remember, and many of the viewers, that when we launched the 500, we shook the market. So our objective was that we had to recreate that with the 700. So it had a strong legacy to live up to, which was the XUV 500, and then take it to the next level. So the objective was very clear, that we go back to the drawing board, from scratch create an all-new platform that will redefine the SUV space with a product like what we've launched, the XUV 700. So it went, a lot of things have gone through this journey. Very high involvement with our suppliers, technology providers, collaborations, and finally we've been able to create at MRV in India a product which can be a pride that all Indians can have for what we've created. And we, as you know, unveiled it on the 75th eve of India's independence. So we are very, very delighted that we've been able to create this product.
Yeah, that's sort of becoming a Mahindra special, right? Thar last year and this car this year. But tell me, 7 seats, a lot of features. I mean, how do you decide where to stop when you want to offer so many things to the consumer? There has to be some point where you think, this is important and this is not. So how do you arrive at that decision?
It's always a question of trade-offs that one needs to look at, as you rightly said. But I think what's most important is to look at, when you want to recreate a category, how do you bring in things which a consumer normally would not ask for? So, you typically go and talk to a customer and you ask the customer, what do you want in the vehicle? The customer can give you directions. They cannot be very specific. But what we picked up from our customers, which was very, very important, is in today's date and age, don't come back and tell us you've created a product with this one USP.
Okay.
Because the needs are so varying. They want a combination of things. They want technology and remain connected. At the same time, family members want safety. The person who drives the vehicle wants power on the tap. Somebody else in the family says that, look, I want a vehicle that looks outstanding and has got an unmissable presence. So it was about creating 6 pillars and making sure that in each one of them we created something that would make this product distinct. So whether it's unmissable presence, whether it's technology, whether it's performance, whether it's safety, we've got everything in this product.
Okay. You have to tell us about the pricing strategy. A lot of us, have been in a sort of, pleasantly surprised or shocked with what we've seen in terms of prices of the vehicle. People are talking about much higher prices. What is your intention behind these prices, and how are you going to take these forward?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, when you have to do something disruptive, you can create a wow product, but you need to price it right. And, it's very interesting. I may not take certain names on the show today, but very interesting tweets I saw in the morning today, where customers and people are comparing us to some of the other large organizations in India in different spheres who have redefined the industry with the way they've done pricing, right? Whether it's telecommunications or some of the other industries. So we clearly believe that if you really want to access the market, there's a very large market in the heart of India who aspire for all of these things. And what typically happens is, most of the features, when they are launched in a vehicle, are always kept at the high end.
Right.
So you introduce a product, you say great entry price, but if you really want the features, you got to pay a very, very expensive price for it. We wanted to make all that technology accessible to almost all our customers, and hence we've layered it and ensured that things like Adrenox as a technology, Skyroof, many of the firsts in the product, including performance, etc., safety, ADAS, we've kind of taken it and layered it across our variant so it becomes more accessible. And obviously, at the end of the day, if we have to make that accessible, you got to price it right.
Right.
So we are very clear. We wanted to disrupt the market with the product, with the price. I think we've got a great introductory price at offer right now.
I agree with that. But let's talk about design a bit. Mahindra traditionally, SUV of course have been your forte, but it's also been about being muscular, rugged-looking cars. Now this one is a clear departure. Looks more sophisticated, looks more modern, premium. Was that a very conscious thing to do? You said you have to make this more appealing to the modern day buyer.
Yes. So we wanted to stay true to our core, which is where we say we create unmissable presence design, which is exactly what we've done. And what we've looked at is how do we bring in sophistication with tough. You've seen that in the Thar when we recreated an all-new Thar.
Yes.
Right? We totally took the design to the next level, which was a combination of tough yet sophisticated. What XUV700 is sophistication with the toughness of what Mahindra always stood for built into the vehicle. That's the philosophy that's gone into the design.
Okay, and briefly about the logo, a lot of talk around the logo. We've heard how, the story behind it, but, what's your take on it? Why was this required to be done? And the XUV700 is the first car to get it, so why this car?
We've been talking about the transformation of the Mahindra SUV business now for the last 14 to 16 months. And over this period of time, we've said we want to be true to our core, we want to expand our core, create products with unmissable presence, adventure-ready, authentic SUVs. We also went out and said that we are going to create 9 new SUVs, including 2 born electric and 4 electrification of the ICE products between now and 25-26. All of this then needs to come together as a strategy and a whole which depicts that transformation.
Right.
And hence we thought it was an opportune time, again, our 75 years on the eve of independence, a good time to tie that strategy with a new visual identity. And that's why we launched the new visual identity, what we call the Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
They still represent freedom, they represent what our brand stands for, which is explore the impossible. And yes, 700 will be the first product, but in the next 6 months, the new visual identity will come across all our products, including all our dealerships and service stations.
So let's talk about this facility that we've come to here, this SUV proving track. Tell us the idea behind this, try coming up with a huge facility like this. Of course, you must have spent a lot of money in building this up. But why did you want to do this?
See, when we say that we want to be an authentic SUV player and we want to make world-class global products, you can't do that unless and until what you create is tested, validated thoroughly. And clearly, given that MRV, which is in Chennai, is our home Mahindra Research Valley, we believed it was time for us to create a world-class proving facility. And that's how this idea was born, I think 3 or 4 years ago. And finally, we've come here for the inauguration. We inaugurated this yesterday.
So how is it going to help you, in terms of attracting more consumers?
No, I think it will help us ultimately to deliver on the value proposition of truly global world-class platforms and products going forward, because that's the kind of testing facilities we've created in this 450-acre piece of land. Everything that is required to create global standard products can be done in these proving grounds, and that's the objective for us.
Okay. Just a couple of final questions. Everybody is also now comparing the 700 to the 500, especially to the prices, because right now, as we stand, the 500 is more expensive than the 700, at least the starting price. So what's the future of that particular vehicle? What's the company planning with that?
500 is a very integral brand in our portfolio. For now, we've stopped production of 500 and we've created the XUV 700. There will be a future for 500 and we'll talk about it when that time is right.
All right, Vijay. Thank you so much for your time. It was great talking to you, and all the best with the 700.
Thank you so much. Thank you.